Good morning and welcome to Advanced Qigong. Welcome to Qigong Live Online this morning. It's a beautiful day here in Bali. I think the wet season's finally going to leave us. So we've got sun coming out now. We're happy about that. So today we're going to do circulation. Today we're going to do pore circulation and how to help the heart to circulate the blood through the body. So we'll go into the class and we'll talk about a little bit about how traditional Chinese medicine sees that. All back onto your thumbs. Left hand underneath, right hand on top. Gong. Bring your hands towards your heart and bring your hands down to your lower physical center. So, poor circulation, it's a common thing that happens, and it happens with, it's not a gender thing, it's not an age thing, it's not an anything thing, it just can be anything that can create the body to not circulate the blood around the body. It can be in numerous causes, because it can be to do with the Qi as well, because the Qi and the blood move together. And there's this discrepancy whether the Qi moves the blood or the blood moves the Qi, but they pretty much move together at the same time, so they have a comfortable discrepancy whether which one's which. How's that? That's a nice PC way of saying it. Nobody's quite worked it out yet. And everybody worked it out, they think it's their way, and the other ones think it's their way, so it's okay. We won't worry about it. So blood circulation. Now, it can be because you don't have enough blood. We'll just go straight back to the big one. So have you had blood circulation problems? It might be just don't have enough blood in your body. We have a certain level of blood, like a dipstick in your oil in your car. We have to have a certain level of blood in the body to circulate the blood around. And we can get blood depleted where the body's not producing enough blood. Because every day, blood cells die every day. Millions of them die, and every day, new ones are born. And this happens really every day. And so if the body's not producing enough blood, you can get what they call blood deficiency. Now, blood deficiency, classic symptoms of blood depletion, where you don't have enough blood, will be you'll get postural dizziness. So when you bend down, you stand up and you go, whoa, and you get that, whoa, okay, what was that? You'll get light sensitivity. You'll find when you go out in the sun, you've got to squint in the sunlight, because the liver has a lot to do with your eyes, and the liver has a lot to do with the blood. So you get those two classic symptoms. There's a few others, but you'll definitely get those two. So it's a blood deficiency problem. Now, if you get blood deficiency, you don't have enough blood, then you'll get a thing called blood stagnation, or blood stasis they call it. Blood stasis, where the blood's not circulating well because you don't have enough blood. And that's where the migraines come from and all that period pains, because the blood's getting stuck in your head or stuck in your uterus. And so this is a classic symptoms of blood stagnation or blood stasis. Blood stasis, let's say it correctly. And so there's exercise, Qigong exercise you can do to move the blood, to get the blood circulating, to free up the heart so the heart pumps more freely. And as I say, there's numerous things that can slow the heartbeat down besides the blood depletion. There can be all sort of emotional disturbances that can affect it. There can be low Qi in your body where your kidney energy is pretty low, your battery's a bit flat. And of course, if your battery's flat, the energy's not circulating around the body. So there's lots of different symptoms to this. In the description, I'll write a few of them out for you so you can see some of them, what causes blood depletion and increases poor circulation. I'll highlight for you so you can see it. And if you have this, then you'll be able to see where yours is. These exercises will help them. Now, I'm going to just do two really good ones. One's from the Bhagwan Jin, and the other one's from the 5-element Qigong system. We're taking two different exercises for the blood circulation out of both of them. Yeah? The first one's turn the head, or turn your head, wagging the tail to disperse heart fire. It's a huge name, but that's what it's called. So heart fire is about energy getting stuck in your heart, too much heat in your heart, and it gets rid of the heart fire, but then helps the circulation of the blood as well in the body at the same time. It's a really, really classic exercise. Yep. So we're going to start differently. We're going to do a double horse stance. So you're going to do a 1 foot space, you're going to do 2 out, and then bring your feet out the other side. Now, bring your knees out towards your toes. So you want your knees above your toes, the best you can. Now, your feet are facing parallel to the front, and you push your knees out. That's quite a strange feeling if you haven't done this before. And then sit down on your coccyx. Now, when you sit down on your tailbone, what you don't want to do is stick your bum out. So I'm standing there like that. What I don't want to do is stick my bum out like that. I want to tuck it underneath and then sit so I have a nice straight back. Yeah. So I'm standing with a straight back in that position. Yep. Straight back. And we're going to get our hands. We're going to turn our hands over so the thumbs are facing out and the forefinger, the index finger, is facing in the middle like that. So we've got the hands turned over that way. Good. And I'm going to sit here sit with a straight back. I'm going to tuck my pelvis forward, bring my chin back, sit like that. Then I'm going to go down the right side now. I'm going to mirror you. I'm going to go down my left, but you're going down your right side. I'll go the same way you go. So you bend forward, you look down the right leg, and you look up. So I'm looking there, and I've got my back straight, and I'm looking up. I'm looking straight ahead. And you're going to go across the front, all the way to the other side, the other leg, and I'm going to come up the other leg. I'm going to turn back to the front, and I'm going to sit back down, tuck my pelvis again. Yep. Then I'm going to go down the leg that I came up, which is down the left leg, looking forward, across the front, and then back up the right leg. Come back to the center, and relax. Tuck your pelvis. Now, as you go down, your hands are going to slide down as you go down, and as you come back up, they're going to slide back up, and that's okay. That's where we want that to happen. Yep. So this time we're going to breathe. When you breathe out of your mouth for this particular one, because you're breathing out the heat out of your mouth, like a dog respiring. When a dog goes, we're going to do the same thing. We're breathing out the heat from our heart. Yep, so you're going to go down the right side. And you're going to breathe out as you go across the front. Breathe in. Sit right back up. And then breathe out again. Looking straight ahead, breathing in. And you start the out breath from here, breathing out. Breathing in. And breathe out from here. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. Stand up. Now, just shake your legs out. I want to talk a little bit about a particular point that you've got your finger on. Now, the point is called Shui Hai. Shui Hai is the sea of blood point. So obviously it's a good point to do with circulation. It's to do with production of blood and circulation of blood. Now, the point's on the inside of your knee. So if I come up from the inside, where your kneecap up, so you go about 3 fingers, or it's actually 2 fingers up from your kneecap on the inside. So we have our kneecap there, and we come up on the inside. There's the outside, the side out here, which is the stomach. The spleen comes up on the inside, and it's 2 fingers up from your top of your kneecap on the outside, from the medial side of your kneecap. That's the point. Yep, it's a very famous point. If anybody comes into a clinic, or if I treat anybody that has blood depletion or blood stagnation symptoms, I'll put that point in. It's famous. It does both of those things. Helps produce the blood, helps to move the blood. So, but when we got our hands down, when we started from here, in this posture, of course our fingers mold because it's down there. But as you go down, you bend down, see my fingers go down and they track the meridian down. They track it down and then they stop at that point, and they actually stop on the two. When we have both sides, it stops at that point with the finger on Shui Hai. Yeah? I'll put in the description, I'll put the name of the pointer, so you can just click, you just copy and paste it and just put it into Google, and it'll show you a picture of exactly where it is for you. Yeah? If you put your finger like that, so you're going down, and now I have my fingers touching that point as I'm going across. So I'm breathing out, and I'm also trying to find the point at the same time. And I step back up. As I step back up, of course, your hands come back up again, unless you've got super long arms, to there. And then you go down, slide down, go down that side, cross the other side, and back up the other way, and come back to them, the arms slide back up again. So we're massaging the spleen meridian, which runs up down here. We're running right down to the spleen point. Yeah, and that's a great way to tonify. But you can just sit there and rub that point yourself, especially for women after periods and things, because it'll help produce more blood after you've had your period cycle. And then you can rub that point. It's a great point. That and Zeus and leg, which is stomach 36. Great points to help the body to produce blood. So we'll try that again. We'll do 3 each side again, and this time we're focusing on the breath, our posture, and that point at the same time. Yeah. So bring our hands, sit yourself down. Then we're going to go to the right side first again. Take a breath in. And then breathe out. Let your hands slide down, fingers on the point. Breathe in. Come back up again. Now you might not know exactly where the point is. Do the best you can. Breathe out. might pay to have a look at the point before we go back to when you're doing this exercise next time, is have a look at the point so you know exactly where it is. So you get your fingers right on it. But at this stage, your intention is trying to find that point, so that's fine. Your intention is your little finger, the tip of your finger is looking for it. So even if it's not on the right point, it will find it. Yeah, and I'll explain that again. Your intention knows where it is, so it's coming out your little finger and goes straight to the point. Because I'm thinking of the point, I'm thinking of Shui Hai, and then, so the energy will find Shui Hai. Breathing in, when you get to the room, take your pelvis when you get to the top. Last one, breathing out. Breathing in. Good. And then straighten your legs, bring your leg in. Yeah, very good. You can shake your legs out because it can be quite difficult on your legs if you don't have strong legs. It's good exercise to build up power inside your legs, but it also, the other thing which is coming with this next exercise we're going to do also, to circulation, as soon as you start putting pressure on the big muscles, the two biggest muscles in your body, it creates a lot of energy to start moving because these are big ones. Yeah. When we do the beginners one, I'm talking about cold hands and cold feet. We're going to do an exercise that's really good for your thighs. That's after this class. So these pump out a lot of blood. So as soon as you start moving your knees or you're bending your knees, it engages all the muscles. The blood starts circulating because of these muscles as well. So that'll help as well. So next one we're going to do fire exercise. We'll do from the 5 elements. Now the fire element, of course, is to do with the heart and the small intestine. So it's got a lot to do with producing energy in your heart, helping the circulation because you're energizing your own heart. Yeah? So we're going to start, and we'll put our hands to the bottom like that. We're going to go to the right side first, same thing again. And we're going to turn from the hips. And as I turn from the hips, the hand's going to come up. And one hand's facing that way and the other one's underneath. I'm going to turn around so you can see this. So I'm looking under this hand, I'm looking under that hand, and the other hand's like that, like a pushing hand, and the other one's like that. Yeah, we'll go back to that side. Good. And then you push the hand out across the bottom. As you push the hand out, the hips turn. Yeah, the hips turn that way, and it pushes the hand out. Good. Then you turn your pelvis all the way around the front, and just your pelvis turns. Just my pelvis is turning, not my arms. My hips turn back to the front. I bring the hand up the top of my shoulder, and I rub the hand. I don't touch the skin. I move the energy down the outside of my arm, all the way to the bottom. Yep. Now the reason for it, your heart meridian runs from underneath your armpit down the outside of your arm to your little finger. So we're moving the energy down the heart meridian, from number 1, from heart 1 down to 9. We're moving it down. Same thing on the other side. Twist the hips again. Move the hips, the hand turns up. Now, when you get to this position, don't have them too far out and don't have them too close to yourself either. They're just sitting, it's just comfortable. And then move your hips again and push the hand out. Yeah. Then turn back to the front, turn your hips back to the front. Hand goes above the shoulder and then tracks the heart meridian all the way down. Good. Comes up. Turn the hips. Back to the front. Hands come down. Good. Turn to the front. Pushing the hand down. Good. So before I give you the breathing of the exercise, we're going to do one other piece of the posture. Because this is an advanced class, I'm going to give you another piece. When you turn to the side, there, what happens is the knee doesn't turn around to the side, the knee goes forward. So if I go that way, the knee's going forward that way, straight. It goes straight forward. It doesn't turn around to face this other leg. Yep, it goes forward. So I'll do that again so you can see it goes up. The knee goes forward there. It's going forward that way to there. When I push and I turn my hips, the knee goes forward further, which will lower yourself down slightly, but it goes that way. It doesn't turn around to the side. So we go from there and it goes forward again. Then we come back to the front. Straighten up, comes down. We'll do that again on the other side so you can see that. Hands come up, knee goes forward, the opposite knee now. And now when I push, this knee's going to go forward, and then it straightens up when I come back. So the knee doesn't turn. The knee goes forward as I turn, goes forward again. As it goes forward that way, Because it's going forward, then it's bending, and then so you're going to lower down slightly when you do that. Come back to the front, straighten the leg out, and come down. So this is all happening from the hips. The hips turn, the knee goes out, hands come up. Hips turn again, knee goes out, hand goes forward. Come back to the front. Hand above the ear, and follow the heart meridian. You might have to watch this again if you're not sure, because we're going through it quite quickly. Turn, knee goes forward. Knee goes forward to move. Come back to the front and comes down. And what you can do with this to get the idea that you can not use your hands, just turn your hips that way and put the knee forward, and then knee forward again, and then come back. Knee forward again, then come back. But as I said, the second knee, when you first go forward with the knee, there's a slight lowering when the knee goes first. But when you push the hand and you push the knee further forward, of course, the more you bend your knee forward, the lower you're going to go. This is obvious. You're going to bend down. So you have this bend down. And then when you come back, it sort of sinks back up again. Yeah. Comes up, knee forward, relax, and the body rises by itself. Because you've gone right down into this posture, when you let it go, it's just going to come, it's only going to ravel itself. It's like a spring. You've gone down, down again. Let it relax and just unwinds itself by itself. Yeah, and you're using that energy to move the exercise. So the breathing, there's 4 parts to the breathing. So you breathe in when you come up. Breathing out when you push it forward. Your knee goes forward. Breathe in when you come to the side. Breathe out when it comes down. Nice and simple. Breathe in when it comes up. Breathe out when it goes forward. Breathe in when it comes back. Breathe out when it comes down. Perfect. It's a beautiful exercise. Breathe in. Breathe out. You can use this exercise because it's the fire item, because it's to do with the heart and the small intestine. There's lots of applications you can use this for. Yeah? It's good exercise to do when you have insomnia. Yeah? It's good exercise for both blood production and blood stasis. It's a good exercise to regulate your emotions as well. And then breathe out. Good. It's a great exercise. Do this before you go to bed. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. I've given you lots of detail to this, so you might have to go back and watch it again. Breathing in, knee goes forward. Breathing out, knee goes forward. Breathing in, the stand slightly back up. And hands down. And when I say stand back up, you still don't straighten your legs when you come back up. They're still slightly bent, even though when you come back, yeah? So knee goes forward, and I lower myself down slightly. Knee goes forward, lower down again. Then when I come back, I'm straightening up, but I'm not straightening up with straight legs. I'm just straightening up. Yeah, the legs are still slightly bent, standing on the kidney points. And standing on your meridian, all the tips of your toes. Just standing on the ball of your foot. The heel's on the ground, there's no weight in it. I'm just standing on the balls of my feet with my knees bent. As soon as I bend my knees, I engage the muscles. If I engage the muscles, I engage the movement of Qi. Yeah, we want that. Do one more each time. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Take a breath in. And then breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. This posture comes from it's martial. It says a martial application. Breathing in. This, and I'll show you what that is. Breathe in. People who do martial arts, a lot of the Qigong exercises are based on the postures in Tai Chi. Because they're really, really powerful postures, because the body's in perfect position or perfect alignment in the Tai Chi, and so it's the perfect place to be to get the energy moving. Yep. So when you do that Qigong to get the energy moving, it works perfectly. So this exercise, so we're doing it to the side. We're doing it to the side and we're doing the rotation to block it. So but if you do it to the front, it's like you're standing there, somebody throws a punch at you, and you block the punch that way, and then you push them away with that one. So the fist goes across the top, the fist comes across there, you push it up in the air, and then you push them forward. Yep, it's like that. When you straighten the arm at the bottom, don't have a straight arm. Have it slightly bent. So as it comes up, goes forward, still slightly bent. Don't overextend. Don't do that. Come back slightly bent. You don't want to lock your arm, yeah? Both for martially, but also energetically, because if you lock your arm, then the energy doesn't circulate around because it's got locked, so it doesn't circulate. But if it's relaxed, the elbows relax, the energy moves a lot smoother. Yep, there you go. If you have any questions about those exercises, it's really hot now. It makes the energy circulate around your body. It's great. Now we've got a red face. Well, I don't have a red face, but that's what it feels like. If you have any questions about it, please ask, yeah? And if you know anybody else that has circulation problems, you can show them these exercises or show them the video if you like. It's up to you. And it'll just help. You'll notice it makes a big difference. Very good. Have a great day. Oh, I will also, in the description today, I will also put a Chinese herbal formula. I'll put two in, actually. I'll put one for blood stasis, one to get the blood moving, and I'll put one that helps produce the blood. There's a couple of classic formulas that do that, to produce more blood, and the other one's to get the blood circulating. I'll put both of them in there for you. Yep. Cheers. Walk back onto your thumbs. Left hand underneath, right hand on top. Gong. Fist with your left, cover with your right. Bring towards your heart. And then down to your physical center. Very good. There you go. And that'll help your circulation. That'll just make you feel good, warm you up. Cheers, have a great day. And if you want to see what it is like, how to resolve cold hands and feet, I'm going to do that in the beginner's class after this one. This will be 102. This is the 102. It'll be 100 beginners, 102. You can see it in the library. Cheers. Bye-bye.